Years ago, when I was learning street photography, I only had eyes for one focal length, and we were exclusive for almost 3 years. But as the years went on, our relationship got a bit complicated. I'm talking about the classic 35mm focal length. So let me tell you why that is. If you're new here, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. I just quickly want to introduce myself. My name is Embreen, aka Hipster in Copenhagen. I've been a street photographer for over 8 years, and this is my hobby, this is my passion. I also have a website, check it out. Alright, so let's jump back to the video. Let me tell you about why this focal length is so beloved by street photographers. The 35mm focal length has been a vital part of a street photographer's kit for many reasons. Starting with OG street photographers from back in the day that also shot with this focal length, and with good reason. The 35mm is considered a very beginner-friendly focal length because of its versatility, and maybe that's why a lot of new street photographers start out their journey with this focal length. And also because it's so lightweight, compact, and it also comes in cheaper options from the bigger brands like the Nifty 50. The 35 has a wide-angle view with a natural perspective, so that means that you can capture a scene as is with a lot of elements, but you can also fill the frame if you want to focus on your subject or a particular element. It's also suitable for environmental photography, portrait photography, and also travel photography, so quite the package here. I just want to take a moment to ask you a question. Do you struggle with street photography? Maybe you are a beginner or aspiring street photographer, or perhaps you already started your journey. Getting started can feel overwhelming. It did for me when I started 9 years ago. I struggled with settings, how to shoot, and overcome fear. I believe street photography should be simple. That's why I created a 60-minute street photography essentials mini course that cuts through the noise and gives you exactly what you need to start shooting without overcomplicating things and hit the streets with confidence. If you can recognize yourself in this course is for you. Use the link below to sign up or visit my website for more details. Alright, let's get back to the video. Focal lengths between 24mm to 35mm are labeled as standard wide-angle lens. And that range is great for those wide shots without too much distortion. So the 35mm is wide, but it's not too wide like the 24, and it's not too tight like the 50. So it's a really good all-rounder focal length. With the 35, you're still able to maintain a good distance to your subjects compared to other focal lengths. And with this natural perspective, it closely resembles the human vision. And sometimes people say the same about the Nifty 50, so I'm not really sure which one it is. But to me, it looks quite natural. Last but not least, for street photography, you can capture those special candid moments without being too intrusive or distracting to your subjects. The wide-angle view of this focal length is really great for street photography because it makes it ideal for capturing those larger scenes with multiple subjects in them. You can tell stories through your photographs by adding more context and details. You can also add elements to your background without being too distracting or overwhelming to the photograph. On the topic of distracting elements in the background, with this focal length you can blur out those elements and really focus on your subject and keep them sharp and in focus. And by doing that, it can create a sense of depth and dimension that it gives to your photograph, and also make them stand out against other photographs taken with other focal lengths. The ability to capture larger scenes with a 35mm is great because it also gives you the option of cropping things out, and I often use that with my 35mm to crop out distractions, but also to tell a different kind of story in my photograph. The 35mm really shines when it comes to capturing that environment in street photography, mostly because the presence and emphasis on environment is very important in street photography because it's here your subjects and their story is unfolding. You can also do environmental portraits or just street portraits, and I would argue that the 35mm has a slight edge over the 50mm because you can give the needed context that is a little bit difficult with the longer focal lengths. And the 50mm is also known as the editorial focal length, where you can tell a story over multiple photographs, which is really great. With the 35, you can tell a story standalone because you have the needed context and you don't need multiple photographs to tell that story. I always say this, get to know your gear and get to know it well. And once you've worked and used a focal length long enough, you really get to know its characteristics. So basically, what are the limitations? What are the capabilities of this specific focal length? The benefits of knowing your focal length really well and knowing its characteristic is that you intuitively will know the depth of field that you will need in a scene, given the f-stop and the distance to your subjects. As I mentioned in the beginning, I have a complicated relationship with a 35mm, and I think it's partly because I moved away from using it for so many years. And recently when I bought my Fuji X100V, I had to get used to the 35mm equivalent all over again. And I would say there was an adjustment period, and I wasn't really happy every time I went out because it was just too wide. But using the Fuji X100V since summer of 2023, I've really gotten used to it. And I would still say my relationship is still complicated with the 35, but I would say it's still very versatile. And the primarily use of this focal length for me now is to record B-roll or sometimes also these talking heads. Nevertheless, I'm really happy about learning street photography on my 35mm back in the day, and really made me into the street photographer that I am now. That's it for this video. Let me know in the comments what you think about this focal length, and maybe your relationship is as complicated as mine. Alright, take care. See you in the next one.